Good morning, Chair Dingera and members of the Senate Law and Justice Committee. Thank you for allowing me to testify today in support of Senate Bill 5934. My name is Ted Bradford. I'm Washington State's first DNA exoneree. I spent nearly 10 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit. I was convicted and my case was considered final. However, what ultimately proved my innocence was not speculation, it was DNA testing. Due to advancements in technology, the evidence in my case was finally tested, and it showed conclusively that I was not the perpetrator. That testing didn't just free me. Years later, it also played a critical role in identifying the actual perpetrator through a civil case. Senate Bill 5934 matters because it would have made that truth easier and faster to reach. No innocent person should be denied access to scientific truth because their innocence is considered unlikely. Every wrongful conviction was once thought to be unlikely, including mine. Senate Bill 5934 would allow people like me the opportunity to prove the truth without unnecessary delay or costly litigation. I'm living proof of what DNA testing can do when the system allows to move forward. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you for allowing me to testify again today, now in support of Senate Bill 5520. My name is Ted Bradford, as I mentioned earlier, and I am Washington State's first DNA exoneree. DNA evidence ultimately proved my innocence, but exoneration was not the end of my journey. Even after my conviction was overturned, I spent 3 additional years fighting to prove that I should be able to access Washington's wrongful conviction compensation law. That fight was long, costly, and deeply frustrating. I had already lost nearly a decade of my life. I had already endured the trauma of incarceration and the struggle to rebuild my life after my release. Yet the law required me to relitigate my innocence once again, this time just to receive the compensation that was intended for people who were wrongly convicted. Senate Bill 5520 is necessary because it ensures the compensation statute works as intended. It will reduce unnecessary litigation that prevents innocent people from being trapped for years in legal battles. This bill modifies the educational opportunities intended to support exonerees and their children. My own children could pursue higher education if this law was updated to recognize that families of exonerees sometimes need flexibility as they rebuild their lives. Senate Bill 5520 would spare future exonerees from the experience I had and help ensure that when our system gets it wrong, it responds with fairness, dignity, and accountability. I respectfully urge your support of Senate Bill 5520. Thank you.